right, everybody, welcome into the Dane Wayne Show.
Take number 5, episode 5. We're not going to tell you what happened before this.
Jeez.
But it's all good.
Yeah, we're here now. So,
episode number 5.
Yeah.
How are you feeling this evening, Wayne?
Still a little bit of a gut punch from Monday.
Monday night.
Yeah.
Monday night. Yeah. What happened on Monday night?
It's just something.
Something
from the Philadelphia sports teams.
I'm going to say, did the Birds win? Yikes. That's not sarcasm. The Birds kicked us all in the stomach on Monday night.
I think all of Philadelphia was moping around on Tuesday. Did you see the thing from Diana Rossini?
I did see that.
Her husband's a big Eagles fan.
He is. I mean, now, how do you feel about, I got to ask this question right off the top. Does the Eagle loss or any Philadelphia sports team loss, male or female, or I will say males because a woman's not going to care. A woman's not going to care who
I thought you were
loses.
talking about female sports. I was like,
no.
We do need a WNBA franchise here.
I think that's in the works.
Are we ready to talk about that yet?
I think that's in the works. But
need Dawn Staley to leave South Carolina and come be the expansion Philadelphia and WNBA
That probably will happen.
Can we get that to happen?
I think that might happen. I think that could be in the works. But
anyway,
depending on the win or the loss of the professional sports team, does your boyfriend, spouse mope around after a loss, or does he just get over it?
Are you talking to the ladies now?
I'm talking to everybody because I heard her say that her spouse, after the Eagles lost on Monday night, he was in his feelings. He was upset. He couldn't deal with his child. He was not feeling like having a conversation with her. I've grown in that a little bit where the losses, I'm just like, all right, birds laid an egg. My wife will give me that 10, 15 minutes to kind of just cool off and go, I don't know, chop some wood. Dane's not chopping wood.
I actually chop wood. Yes, I do. Not at 11 o'clock at night on a Monday.
No, we're not going to do that. But does it affect your mood moving forward in the week?
Moving forward in the week, I think this was just such a gut punch.
Okay.
That it definitely did the next morning. I was still in a bit of a cloud when I woke up on Tuesday. Just like, did that really just happen?
That just happened. I think we all were. I think we all were in that.
That gut punch kind of game where you think things are going well and then it just turns that fast. I mean, you look at the win probability go from 97% back to
zero,
to negative. Well, to the other team,
to zero.
Yeah.
So where do we want to start with the Birds this evening? Do we want to
talk about the defense?
Okay.
I mean, we got to get this over with.
Okay.
The pass rush is the number one issue that they've got going right now.
How much of a pass rush do we have?
Zero.
Zero?
Same as Josh Huff.
Oh,
Josh Huff.
zero.
I just called him Josh Huff. Jeez. Where's that guy these days?
Wait, is it Bryce? It's Bryce. Sorry, Bryce. Zero pass rush.
He and Josh Huff had the same amount of tackles.
Oh, we're not going to go there.
The same amount of pressures on the quarterback.
Zero pressures, 0 sacks, $50 million.
Zero.
I feel like for my investment of $50 million, I would like a pressure or a sack. How does that sound?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
What's TJ Watt being paid right now?
I don't know.
That guy whipped the right tackle.
He did.
The Falcons.
Yeah. And
Bryce Huff's being blocked by tight ends.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts and the like.
See, I can't even stand up for you today, Bryce.
Yeah.
I wanted to be – usually the Eagles, like, number one free agent signing, usually see all the jerseys all over the stores. People are wearing them.
Yeah.
Like this week, man, I don't know, Bryce. You got to do something. Bryce Harper hit a home run.
He had 2.
But we're not there yet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Talk about the Phils later.
I transitioned too fast. Don't move that fast. Slow down, buddy. Slow down. But anyway, Bryce Huff, the defense – the safeties, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody just needs to – we need to do a better job, man. I'm going to pull out Andy Reid right here.
I was going to call you Andy.
I need to do a better job. Come on. Like, can I get an interception, a fumble recovery, a pick six? Just something.
Yeah. We're so used to the D-line being the strength. Like, they build in the trenches. That's something that Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie have been doing forever. Going back to the Banner days, the Joe Banner days in the early 2000s. They always built from the trenches out.
Right.
And they have the talent It feels like, at least.
They keep telling me these Georgia boys, man. They keep pumping these Georgia boys, and
Jordan Davis has been just atrocious.
Non-existent.
He's like unplayable right now. They didn't have him on the field really at the end of the game at all.
Nope.
So yeah, he's unplayable, and every year you get this, he's back and he's in shape.
He's
now.
in shape.
He's gonna make that leap.
He's in shape. It's like telling me Joel Embiid's in shape. I'm sorry, Joel, but you are in shape. You want a gold medal, but I'm like, it's just
he has less of a chance of being out of shape because of the Olympics this year.
That's true. That's true.
Unless he just packed all of his junk food into the 3 months.
All of the Chick-fil-A nuggets. And the smoothies. We're not gonna. That's a. Don't talk about that. That'll give a Sixers fan super PTSD. that takes you way back. I'm sorry. Let's roll it back.
Back to the birds. All right. Yeah. Jordan Davis made us think of Joel Embiid.
Oh Lord, and the smoothie Chick-fil-A nugget controversy. Bring it back in. So the pass rush.
But Jalen Carter hasn't been much better. He had one good rep. The other times he was being handled one-on-one with their right guard.
I need more, man. I need more out of the defense. Yeah. To me, Howie spent a lot of money. I feel like he put when think about this. When we first heard the name Bryce Huff in free agency, every single Eagle fan that I could think of was like, who?
Yeah.
Like they kind of made that like because you heard the number and you were like, who? And then you looked it up and you're like,
he's got double-digit sacks.
Right. Yeah. But if you look at number of reps that he's played, I think I said this to you, and like when we first started talking, it's maybe I don't think he's had over 500 snaps in his NFL career.
He was always a situational pass rusher.
Okay.
He wasn't a 3-down edge.
Okay.
So for New York, so they're asking him to. Be a run stopper, which he's not. He's not setting the edge.
No.
So you got all those edge runs that Bijan had and Algier or whatever his name is.
Oh, goodness. Algier? No,
Algier.
It's not Algier. I'm sorry. We're butchering your name, buddy. You can add us and tell us that we're terrible for butchering your name.
That's fine.
But they were getting like 8 yards, 7 yards a clip.
Yeah.
Eagles' run defense is 32nd. How many teams in the NFL?
32.
Ah, man. You see, I hate that math.
Bad.
I don't like that math. Throw that math in the garbage. Throw it in the garbage. Come on, man. Do better. Do better.
Yeah.
Are we going to switch sides of the ball to the offense?
Well,
or we still want to talk about
still
the
on the
defense?
run defense.
Oh,
I think there was some. Well, I feel like there might be a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel with they started doing a 5-down front towards the end of the game, and that started to help a little bit. I know that Atlanta was coming from behind, so they probably weren't running as much, and so maybe that's just fool's gold. But maybe they can work in that 5-down front. Really, they were trying to do that to keep the linemen from getting off the linebackers.
Yeah.
Because they were going straight through the defensive tackles and going straight to the linebackers and knocking Zach Baun and then Kobe Dean out of the way. And like you said, 8 yards a clip was just insane.
It is.
And I don't really fault the secondary too much. I mean, obviously, CJGJ had that bad rep against Mooney for the touchdown.
But to your point, or that we talked about, he made a huge play on Bijan in that huge run stop.
I know.
To change the momentum of the game,
Absolutely.
which all of us thought in that moment, this is a momentum switching play.
That's
Correct.
the winning moment right there.
Correct.
We're gonna look back on that as the change.
Now, should they have been able to get off the field with their defense against Kirk Cousins? Because Kirk Cousins, to me, looked like he was on a half a leg and barely, like he could get to the spot to throw the ball, but there was so little pressure. Yeah. If you remember in the Pittsburgh game, he was literally he had no time. He had just enough time.
Yeah.
On Monday night.
It was a little bit different of a game plan this week versus what it was against Pittsburgh. He did no under center snaps at all against Pittsburgh. He had no play action against Pittsburgh. He was basically just catching the ball and trying to find somebody as fast as possible to throw it to. Right. He had no idea how his Achilles was going to respond to a live game.
No, I hear you.
So that gave him confidence that he was actually able to throw, even though they lost. they came in this week, did some play action, did some under center.
He felt film.
Yeah, he got to, and then he wasn't touched except for Milton Williams had one nice sack. So, and you could tell there was times where they show the receivers and like, oh well, like he had nowhere to go, and then they show the up close to the receivers. You're like, he probably could have thrown it there.
He could have.
So he missed a bunch of open receivers.
He did.
Drake London was wide open in the end zone one time.
Yeah.
When he threw it 10 yards into the stands.
Yep.
He probably could have had a touchdown there. So yeah, it could have been worse than it was. But they're trying to throw some stuff against the wall and see what sticks. I love stunts, like watching stunts work well. And they were, the Falcons were doing it to the Eagles. They had stunted a couple times, and made it work.
That pressure in Jalen's face, getting them to roll out.
Right. So if they can do that more and make it work, with they keep telling us Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter can handle double teams. If you handle that double team of that guard and center, and you have the edge loop around, usually that's a good recipe, but it just really hasn't worked.
No,
we haven't seen anything work
in the past 2 weeks that we're like we can hold our hat on. And when the rankings come out, that you see that I said to everybody, and I said to you, I don't expect the defense to go from 32nd to top 10. Mm-hmm. I wanted the defense to go from 32nd to maybe 22, maybe 20. But it's week 2. I don't want to do the over-exaggeration, panic, fire the coach, throw everybody in the garbage. The team stinks.
That's what we told everybody not to do, we can't do it.
I'm not doing it. To me, we still got to talk about the offense, though. So I'm not, I'm not going to throw and burn the defense. It's week 2. They got some stuff to clean up, and it looks bad. It looks bad right now. But I feel they have the pieces, and the pieces got to start showing up to work and do a better job.
Yeah,
is pretty much what it boils down to.
Yeah,
So
Quinyon Mitchell and Darius Slay had a couple bad reps. Obviously, the Drake London TD at the end was on Slay. He was just looking in the backfield the whole time and didn't react to what London was doing.
He actually dapped him up after the game and was like, yo, that was a sick route.
It was, yeah. But he was one-on-one. He knew he was one-on-one. He had no help. So what he was doing.
I would be so mad. I don't think I could do that. Yeah. But, that shows that, Slay was a bigger man in that moment. It was just like, yo, man, you got me.
Doesn't care.
You got me.
Yeah. Mitchell was great until the last drive.
Right.
He was locking down guys, and then, Mooney had his way in the last drive. But I think that's probably the bright spot is the two outside corners are playing pretty well.
Are playing okay in from what we've seen over the last 2 weeks.
The slot corner position, I can't stand trotting out Avonte Maddox. He's overmatched. He doesn't have the athleticism he used to.
No.
They got to figure that out. If Cooper DeJean's the answer there.
Well, we talked about this as well, where Cooper DeJean is missed 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks
in training
of work.
Camp. Yeah, he was.
So
injured.
they're trying to give him like baby steps to be like, okay, we want you to be the man. You need to take this spot, but he hasn't really just taken the moment and been like, yo, this is mine yet. So we're gonna see.
At what point do you just throw him out there because what you're getting from Maddox just isn't pretty anyway? So might as well have a rookie learn on the job
and have him get burnt, and then by mid-October, early November, he'll be seasoned and ready to go. I mean, I agree
with
you.
That's the theory, or he just could lose all confidence and then just flame out of the league.
Oh,
that's
goodness. No. What are they, 2-7 in their last 9 games or 8 games?
That was a great bit of a pick-me-up today from you that you sent me. That was fantastic. I look down at my phone and I see this meme about stat about the Eagles being 2-9 or 2-7 the last 9.
Yeah, and Jalen Hurts has thrown an interception in the last 20 or 18 games,
and he has the most turnovers of any quarterback
right now.
In that time frame.
That's bad. I'm not paying you that much money to turn the ball over. The quarterback is supposed to take care of the ball, score touchdowns, and get the team into the right play. And right now he's doing maybe 2 of those things okay. Yeah. I'll give him Monday night. He made one terrible mistake, which is the interception to end the game, which you can't make.
Yeah.
He looked shifty with his legs. He was getting people open. He was thrown to the right spot. He was trying to be a leader.
Yeah.
But to me, where he's at in his growth as a young quarterback, I need more. You know, how do you feel about that?
It was tough without A.J. Brown for sure.
Right.
But and some of these are scheme things. Some of these are Kellen Moore scheme things. But those swings to Covey in the red zone.
Don't talk about the wide receiver screen. You're giving me.
Yeah.
Don't talk about the wide receiver screen to Covey.
What about the Calcaterra targets?
Oh, my God.
You got Covey and Calcaterra taking.
All right. I'm getting off the set.
6 targets that could have gone to Goddard, could have gone to John Dotson, could have gone to Devontae Smith.
I think the ball hit Goddard in his hand like 3 times, though, when he dropped it, or at least twice. Goddard got hit in the hands twice with a pass.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago, that he just needs to take the leap at some point.
Yeah,
We're waiting. We keep waiting
for
him. You feel like he has the athleticism to be
and he's a big body,
an elite guy.
He can block enough.
He's a great blocker.
You know, to me, he's not maximizing his talent as a big, strong tight end. And he's just kind of like he's deferring to A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, which – A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are monsters. You're not going to not defer to them.
Right.
But you have your own talent. You're not – he's what, 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
he's the same size as all the elite tight ends.
All right. So
and he's just as athletic.
So
he just
–
for whatever reason, I don't know if it's Jalen not wanting to throw in the middle of the field. I don't know if it's just them being off. I don't know.
So next thing on the table for the offense, how do you feel about the play on the goal line? That the rollout to Saquon, it hits him in a bad spot, his hands, and, you know, they kick the field goal, the Falcons drive down the field. How do you – was that a bad play?
First of all, no. I liked the call in the moment. I liked the call. I liked the aggressiveness. I've always been, you know, we play Madden, and we always go for it on 4th down.
Too much Madden.
So you're – you know, you're always like, oh, go for it. I do this. I would go for it 4th and 17.
And the chart, analytics chart says.
Yeah, exactly. So finally, like in 2017, Doug was like the most aggressive guy in the league. They won the Super Bowl. And from then on, it's like, I mean, the rest of the league kind of caught on.
Yeah.
Hey, we need to be going for it on 4th more. And Sirianni's been doing the same thing.
He has.
So they did it in the first quarter when they had a chance to 3 points. They're getting killed on that for whatever reason.
Can I stop you for a second?
Yeah.
Do you kick the field goal there, or do you go for it like they did?
In the first quarter?
In the first quarter.
I liked going for it.
All right, okay.
I absolutely liked going for it.
I am the opposite. I thought they should have took the 3 points. It's neither here nor there. We don't have to agree on everything.
No.
So that's
I
thought take the 3 points. Your team is up 3. You have a lead. You can play some defense. Whoever knows.
To me, I was like, 3 points against the Falcons. I mean,
okay, all right.
I mean, taking the points is just like, I don't know. Against the lesser teams, I feel like you just got to keep pounding on their throat and
I got you
stepping on their throat and get it into the end zone. But yeah, I mean, I'm always going to lean towards being aggressive. I thought they should have gone for it in the first quarter, which they did, and they missed it, which is you always look at that chart. Did it work? Then it's genius. Did it not? Then it's the stupidest thing ever.
I heard
you can't base things on results.
No,
you base it on the process, and the process is follow the analytics that you believe in. And when you follow the analytics you believe in, you use them the same way, in my opinion. That's why I think Sirianni's getting a little bit of flack this week because
does he rely too much on the analytics chart though, or can he in the moment make a coach's decision to benefit his team?
Well, that's the thing. You're supposed to stick with it.
Okay.
And he tried to say, "Oh, well, it's on my chart that we wouldn't go for it."
Right.
At that point, when Saquon dropped it and he kicked the field goal, that's when I'm like, wait a second. Why are they going for the field goal here? Just go for it again. Like
go for it again and take the tush push and end the game.
Yeah, there was 4th and 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if the tush push would have worked there.
No.
But you go for it, and if you miss it, they have to go 95 yards the other way with no timeouts instead of 70 yards.
It's a different ball game.
They still have to score a touchdown to win, and a lot of times teams get conservative when they're down 3. just knowing that they just need to get a field goal.
Right.
They don't go for it. Like, you need to score a touchdown. You're going to use all 4 downs every single time to get the ball as far down the field as you can and get it into the end zone.
I hear what you're saying.
So,
I definitely hear what you're saying.
I just felt like he fumbled it at the end there when, I mean, you can't do both. You know? You can't throw the ball and then kick the field goal.
No.
I mean, that compounded the problem.
True. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Saquon in that moment, though, owned it, which I respect. He, right after the game, was like, yo, that's my fault. You know, I'm not going to do that again. Jalen also in the postgame was like, yo, I'll throw that ball to him 9 out of 10 times. Yeah. Saquon's going to catch that ball. You know, I heard the stat this week that Saquon's like, out of running backs who catch the ball out of backfield, he's like ranked like some silly low number. To me, Saquon is an every down back, can run, catch, block. He's going to make that catch in a moment. And it was a primetime moment. It was the shoe fall off, the sky's falling, Philadelphia, here we go again. But
it was just Joe Shane and John Mara that were like getting us back for all the crap we gave them.
I could hear the Giants fans cheering like, this is what you paid for. This is what you get. Yeah. Yo, it's early. It's week 2. We're not gonna panic. Can we transition to the opponent next week, which is the Saints?
Sure.
Now, I feel that with all the love that the Saints are getting this week, I feel the Eagles go down to New Orleans and I feel they win the game. Okay. I can eat crow on Sunday at 4 o'clock. You can call me every name in the book if I'm wrong, but I feel like over 2 weeks the Saints have had nothing go wrong, and the Eagles have had this up and down terrible. Just like, yo, what are we? Something got to give. Something got to give.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about that going down to New Orleans this week?
I can never count on Derek Carr being for real. I mean, he's been in the league for 10 years now, so you kind of know what he is.
Right.
You really think he's just going to have this renaissance and nobody's ever going to catch up with him?
I mean that's what I'm feeling like they're giving me that Kool-Aid. They're giving me Saints gold Kool-Aid, and they're like, here you go. Derek Carr.
I think people want the Saints to be good again. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
If you say so. But no, Kamara's a beast.
Yeah. Olave.
And Olave's a stud. Mm-hmm. But like I said, the Saints have had everything go right over the last 2 weeks. And we'll see Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Credit them. They scored 90-plus points in the first 2 weeks. So
I got to respect it.
They don't have a great offensive line either. They've been putting their offensive line in good positions to succeed, and that's what you got to do with less talent. Is
correct.
Put them. You try to get them to give max effort, and you put them in a position to use that effort for good, and that's what they've been getting. So credit to them. Let's just hope that they've been reading the press clippings a little bit and
smelling themselves a little bit. And they've been on Bourbon Street all week. Drinking those hand grenades, I think they're called. I don't know what they're called in New Orleans.
No, I've never been.
All right, but listen, partied up in New Orleans, guys. I think the Eagles going down to New Orleans this week on a business mission, and I think they take care of business this week is what I feel. Like
Could be a lot of Eagles fans there, too. It's one of the better cities to travel to.
Absolutely. I'm positive they're not. There's no way you're gonna drown out New Orleans because they have like their setting.
Yeah.
But there will be a lot of Birds fans in that building on Sunday at 1 o'clock. So.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good game. I mean, it's probably one of the top premier matchups this week.
What other matchups do we have on the dock this week?
Dallas and Baltimore.
And the Cardinals play the Lions?
I think so.
All right. Rams play the 49ers. Yeah. Which matchups are you looking forward to? I want the Chiefs to lose all the time.
Oh, we added the Chiefs to that.
No. Mahomes is I want the Chiefs to lose, but if you hate on greatness, that's just you being petty.
What did you think about the pass interference call at the end of that game?
I think it was. I don't think it was a pass interference.
No.
Okay. No, I don't think it was a pass interference because it's a bang bang play. Then to me the refs either throw that flag or they look away. Is what I've seen over the last 3 years, man. They either throw the flag or they look away.
I hear the inconsistency there, but it was definitely pass interference.
Okay.
I didn't want it to be called. When they threw it, I was like, you can't call that at that time. Then they showed the replay, and you're like, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
You said it wasn't pass interference.
I don't think it was pass interference, but I hear what you're saying in that in that moment where you're like, yo, don't throw it.
Because I wanted to see the Chiefs lose too. Joe Burrow, I mean, I wanted to see, I like parity, so I'd rather them both be 1-1 than 0-2 and 2-0.
I feel like we got Cowboys, Niners, Lions losing last week.
Oh man! Yeah.
So we needed one more thing to happen, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Can't get greedy.
No, 3 things out of 4 things happen,
and that's what matters in the NFC. The Chiefs don't matter to the Eagles in the standings whatsoever. And that's why
I said I can't hate on. I can't hate on the Chiefs.
Okay.
Like even if I do, it doesn't matter.
I didn't know we were adding the Chiefs to always lose though.
I mean, I want the Chiefs to lose. I said it with a straight face. I want the Chiefs to lose.
Oh, man. But, yeah, you're right. The Lions and the Cowboys and the Niners all lost.
I'm taking, I think, Dallas. I don't want Dallas to win, but I think Dallas beats the Ravens in Dallas this week.
You think Baltimore goes to 0-3?
Listen, man. How many times over the last 2.5 seasons, how many times has Dallas lose back-to-back at home?
They don't.
Okay.
They don't.
I'm just, hey.
You're right.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I own it. But, all right.
You're right.
So, King Henry and Lamar better play the game of his life this week.
I mean, the Cowboys,
0-3 means no playoffs, means you pointing at the coach, you pointing at the wide receiver, you're telling the defensive coordinator about how many people should go somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I don't know. But I don't know what it's going to take to get John Harbaugh out of there. I mean, he's done such a great job.
He's been very steady, keeps him in the playoffs.
I mean, they choke in the playoffs, so there's that. And maybe they finally are like, okay, we need somebody to get us over the hump, and then they go like 4-13.
But who is out there? No one's out there right now. What are you going to go pick up Bill Belichick? No one's doing that.
Gosh, no.
Even though that's the whisper in Philadelphia that Sirianni might be, Belichick might be coming here because Howie called him on his speed dial. Yeah. I hope that's false.
Those players have a rude awakening coming.
What?
If Belichick
showed up here, it'd be different. It'd be different.
Absolutely.
It'd be different. It would be.
It's completely different than what Sirianni does.
So
the culture is just. That's why I didn't believe that report. I'm like, the culture difference would be so.
No, it would be insane of a change.
Yeah.
And Belichick is super old school still. Like not stuck in the 90s, but still set in his ways. Like, yo, this is how it's gonna be.
And he still hasn't proven that he can win without
Brady. So
I don't know.
But some big matchups coming up this week. I'm feeling confident in the Birds. I feel Wayne's feeling confident in the Birds, or he might say not really.
Yeah. Okay. I'm looking forward to the game.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're going to get blown out.
And don't let the game result tear up the household.
Yes.
Yes. All right? If they lose, just, I don't know, get her some flowers, play with your kids.
Definitely play with your kids.
Don't let the Birds loss by getting paid by millionaires who don't care ruin your Sunday.
Exactly.
All right? So
ruining your Monday night and Tuesdays. Okay, no, I'm kidding.
So
no, don't let it ruin the time with your kids.
Absolutely,
that's precious. It's fleeting. It's just you can't ever get that back.
No, I 1,000% agree, man. I 1,000% agree. So, who are we transitioning to? We going to the Phils? Are we talking?
Yeah, let's talk about baseball a little bit.
So the Phillies are playing right now. They are getting.
They might be over by now.
They're getting smacked over the head by the Mets.
Every time we looked up, it was another run.
I think it was 9-3 the last time I checked. I did make a small wager on an opposing team's player. And my friends are killing me for this. But I saw the opportunity, man. All right? I saw the opportunity and I took it.
He's fitting into that Pete Rose jersey he wore last week. Yes.
All right. Let's see. Friday the 13th was terrible for Nola.
Saturday
morning, I texted you like, yo, it's going to be okay. They're going to bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
They won Saturday. They won Sunday. What day did Bryce hit a couple home runs or hit
Saturday,
a home run?
I think.
Saturday. All right. And it was August 8th was the last home run that he hit?
Yeah.
All right. So they won a couple games. Then they went to how many games did they lose to Milwaukee this week?
Just 2.
Just 2? Okay.
Yeah.
So, and now they're getting bashed over the head. I feel like anytime we talk about the Phils, it's either a terrible loss or coming off of like, so.
Like a 3 out of 4 against the Braves.
How many?
Yeah.
Does it, what are they, 4 games they need to clinch the division?
Yeah.
All right. So they have the division in sight. Taijuan Walker on the mound. I can't keep a straight face. But
I know. I mean, this is why Mr. Rose over here had the wager. He sees Taijuan Walker and he's like,
Taijuan Walker on the mound. I'm like,
Pete Alonso, anytime home run. Yep. Sign me up.
Yo, this is for informational purposes only. Do not follow anything that I just said. But I saw the writing on the wall. All right? And I took the shot. Sometimes in life, you just got to be in the right place at the right time.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. You got free lunch tomorrow.
I got at least a cheeseburger. All right.
Yeah. So it's okay. I mean, it's a 4-game series against the Mets. So you hope you at least split. If not, take 3.
They need to split. I need a split.
Yeah.
I don't need last Friday again to repeat itself.
No.
So hopefully they do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. As of today, they have the best record in baseball still.
True.
So
now, you know what? Something I want to touch on that was historic this evening. Ohtani had a sick game, and I hate the Dodgers. Well, no, I don't hate the Dodgers. Hate's too strong a word. I don't like to use that word. Ohtani had an out of body experience. What was it? 6 or 10 RBIs and like 3 home runs in one game. Yeah. Which I feel like that's some MLB to show stuff that I do on a video game.
And you sure know he took an anytime home run for himself. Oh, wait, that was his translator. Sorry. Yep.
All right. But, no, I just had to refer because I as I watched it, I sent you, I'm like, yo, is this real? Did he have this kind of game in one game?
They had 20 runs. It's 20 to 3 or something.
It's 20 to 3 when I sent you that picture, and that's
football
insane.
Score. Yeah.
But transitioning back to the Phillies, hopefully they have a clean weekend against the Mets, man, and we can wrap up the division going into next week. Some guys can get some rest. We can throw Taijuan Walker in a recycling bin.
They gotta clinch a first round bye before they can start to rest people.
All right, okay. So we need that bye then, is what you're saying.
I don't want just the division.
All right.
They still have a 2 or 3 game lead on the Brewers for that second spot. So,
and from what I saw from the Brewers, I'm not gonna pretend, man. The Brewers actually worry me.
Yeah.
The Brewers actually worry me as a team that can hit. And they got some bullpen arms that can get people out.
Yeah, I mean, they've been good all year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been neck and neck with the Dodgers and Phils. So
we definitely shall see.
I love Rhys Hoskins so much. It's going to be tough to see him on the other side in a playoff atmosphere. I'd be rooting against him.
I mean, if that series happens and he comes here, what is the reception? Is the reception because he got a standing ovation coming home.
Absolutely.
That was that. And that was respect. That was respect. Because he definitely put in his time here and had I would say a quality body of work for playing with the Phillies.
It's just an unfortunate injury in spring training, and then Bryce took his spot, and they were able to put Castellanos in right, and the rest is history. There was really no spot for him, unfortunately, with what he wanted to get paid.
No, absolutely.
So I would never have said that they should have kept him, but I did love his personality. The right-handed bat was something that they needed, but yeah, he was always inconsistent. I mean, his average isn't very good this year.
No.
But, every time he hits those bombs, you're like,
he can still hit a home run. He can still hit a home run.
Yeah.
I don't want him to do it against us. He can do it against any other team.
He's already done it twice this year.
But Reed's Hoskins anytime home run.
Yes.
Stop. That was last night. That was last night.
It was, yeah.
So let's see. What's next on the table, Wayne?
We want to talk, or we want to do a unboxing.
Oh, we have an unboxing? Yes, Blanca Doodle Doo. Let's do the unboxing. What do we got this evening?
Speaking of Mr. Rose, let's see what we got here.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is fitting.
Charlie Hustle.
Someone
Charlie Hustle himself.
Oh, the Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah, the Cincinnati.
Oh, my goodness.
Pete Rose.
Nice.
I had to do it in honor of your jersey last year.
The Phillies one that I pulled out. I got you.
Last weekend. I mean,
no, that's clean.
Yeah.
That's clean.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Definitely like it.
All right. So I'm just going to go off camera this time. I don't need to do that.
He's going off camera. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cabs are here. Sorry.
I am ready to bet on my own team. To win, of course. To win. Every time, of course.
Anytime home run. For informational purposes only. So I'm digging the Cincinnati Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Definitely nice. So let's see. We've done unboxing this week. So we're gonna transition to the most valuable, our MVH of the week.
Yes.
I got one this week. My MVH, who's my most valuable hater this week, is none other than Stephen A. Smith. I feel like Stephen A. Smith this week said the Saints are the most consistent team over the past 2 weeks, and he's hitching his wagon to the Saints. I've heard Stephen A. Smith drag Derek Carr, drag the Saints, burn them in every way, shape, and form over the last 3-4 seasons, and over 2 weeks of work. Come on, man. All right. I could be wrong. All right, about the Saints, but to me that just sounds a little bit weird. Is how I feel about that, Wayne.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds like he's loving the Saints.
I mean,
but he's hating on everybody else as he's loving the Saints. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
He was a hater of Derek Carr and the Saints previously.
He literally,
now
if I can pull up footage.
We have receipts?
I have a receipt of him dragging Derek Carr and calling him inept. All right? I think Derek Carr's QB rating was like maybe like a 21 or something. And he was like, this is what you're paying for. You're supposed to be throwing the ball to Devontae Adams. Mm-hmm. Yo, man. Nope. He's my hater of the week.
All right.
Steven, you can at me. He's not going to, but
send it to him. Everybody, please.
But transitioning away from my most valuable hater of the week, what else do we have on the table, Wayne?
Our podium of the week. Last week we had a fun time with the Game Time Foods.
No, Wayne
got a lot of flack for
me.
Got a flack for my
charcuterie board. Yo, I
got a lot of love. I got a lot of love for that too. At the same time,
for the charcuterie board.
Yes,
I thought that was crazy because, like I said, I've seen them. I'm not gonna be the one like, can we have the charcuterie board? I'm not. All right. If it's there, it's popping. All right. I'm like, oh.
So you're not asking for it.
I'm not gonna ask for it.
All right.
So what's on the table for our podium this week?
Today we are doing sports video games.
All time?
All time. It has to be a specific year. You can't just say Madden.
No.
Or 2K or whatever.
No.
You know, you have to say the year and the game.
All right, no doubt. Are you going first? Do we flip a coin?
I get the first pick.
Wait, I got a coin.
No, we should. You got the first pick last time.
I'm joking. I don't got a coin.
I thought maybe you did.
Look at your face.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
Yo, get out of here. I do not have a coin. Go first.
We'll flip a coin next time. Or a T or something. All right.
What's your first pick?
First pick.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to take this one right behind me.
Go. Oh, for real?
Nah, I'll let you have it.
I mean, you can.
I'll let you have it. It's fine. One of my favorite games that I played in college and beyond was MVP Baseball 2005.
Oh, all right. That's a super solid pick.
It was.
That's
a great game.
Super solid pick.
Great soundtrack. Had all the fields. Had just great graphics. Really a breakthrough game. I always played with Manny Ramirez was the best.
Manny Ramirez on that was
he was the best hitter.
Yeah, Manny Ramirez. Everybody,
best hitter there.
If you played baseball video games, you remember that one. I give you 2 thumbs up on that one.
Absolutely.
My first choice, I'm going to go with the classic, and it's Madden 04.
Madden 04.
On the Xbox.
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick on the cover. You know, if you say anybody, which Madden do you remember, they're gonna reference that Madden 04.
Yes. Absolutely. I remember playing hours and hours and hours and hours in that game.
Too many hours.
Wait.
Turn that game off. I'm coming. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. It's still telling me to turn the game off. Now, not playing video games that much no more, though.
Sure you're not. Yep.
Lies.
All right, I'm going to go to an old school one now.
All right, let me hear it.
NHL 94.
Damn.
I love.
No, that's a classic.
Love that game.
That's a classic.
It is. I played that game incessantly too. I had it for PC back in the day.
Okay.
The old computer in the house, in the living room, or in wherever it was.
All right.
Playing that game. That was back with the Rangers with Mark Messier.
Messier.
I don't know if the Flyers had.
Do you remember like the Nintendo hockey though? You don't remember Nintendo. Wayne's like, I'm not a dinosaur, Dane. Get out of here.
I was never into that. But yeah, that was fun. It actually had the logos on the sweaters for the first time.
Okay.
Had fighting. My parents always wanted me to turn the fighting off. But
no, we're not turning off. It's like when you got the first copy of Mortal Kombat with the blood in it. You're not turning that off, Mom.
Yeah. One of the coolest things when you hit a slap shot and it hits the glass and breaks the glass. That was awesome. I loved that.
So
man.
Let me think now. My second pick is also, I got a classic. I'm going with the original Contra. The up, down, left, right. And if you can.
Is that a sports game?
No.
We're doing sports video games.
I'm sorry, guys. You're right. Come on, Dane. Get it together. Get it together.
God.
All right, hold on. Let me change. Let me think. Ooh. College football 14.
Oh.
Yeah. See?
Nice.
I got one. Bam.
You did. I should have just let you take Contra.
No.
And
you
lose.
Said sports game.
I know. I just told you that.
You get out of here. All right. Go.
College football 14.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, this is classic.
The best. Have you played the new one?
Wayne. Don't ask silly questions.
How is it? I should have said, how is the new game? I should have phrased it that way.
I've had too many nights up playing that. Lots of online battles.
Against 11-year-olds.
I mute my mic, though. I mute my mic because these kids say reckless stuff, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got to behave, man, on that microphone, all right? These children are not nice.
That's a good MVH.
All right?
The children of Madden.
Yo,
the children of
like,
NCAA.
when you on the mic, man, just behave.
Yeah.
Like, they talk reckless, Wayne. I should let you listen to one of these chats, how these kids talk to me.
I don't want to.
And I'm like, dude,
depressing.
I'm in my house.
Yeah.
All right? You at your mama's. Behave.
Jeez. Wow.
Behave.
Nah.
But anyway, next sports game.
All right.
Yes, I played college 25. Too much of it.
Yeah, that was a good pick. I will take one of those NFL games that had the license for just a very short time and did the most with it.
Oh, okay.
ESPN NFL 2K5.
Was that the Dreamcast version or?
Well, I had it for PS2, I think.
All right. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
T.O. was on the front.
I know
on
exactly.
The cover.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is when they gave both Madden and 2K the NFLPA license.
Yeah. Yep.
So you could put the names on in the jerseys and everything, and
right.
it was a great game. And then that Playmakers
that
Playmakers show came out on ESPN. They're like, yeah, about that. We're taking it back.
Yeah, they definitely did. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that. That was like a very short-lived series,
yes,
but
it was.
Everybody watched it. So let me think. My last pick is a classic. It's going to be a sports game.
Good start.
It's Blades of Steel. Nintendo.
What even is that?
You don't. Come on. No. All right. I'm sorry. Let me think. No, Blades of Steel is a classic.
You can go with it. I just don't know what that is.
You don't remember Blades of Steel
what
on
sport
Nintendo?
Is it?
Ice hockey?
Oh, it is?
Yo. All right. I know I'm a dinosaur, but all my Blades of Steel heads out there, drop a comment. Tell me if you like. I know somebody out there know Blades of Steel.
Did it actually have the real players?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
It's all made up players.
But classic game. I'm telling you, somebody leave a comment about Blades of Steel. I know I'm not that much of a dinosaur. Jeez. Wayne got me out here feeling old.
Nice. Hey, if the shoe fits. Well.
See all this gray
At least we got you back on.
You see all this gray hair? Let me stop.
At least we got you back on sports games.
I know, right? Not Contra, up, down, down.
Yeah. All right, that's good.
What's your last pick?
No, that was my last pick, I think.
That was your?
Yeah, because I did, I've already forgotten. MVP Baseball, 2005.
You did
your
NHL
hockey
94.
Reference.
And then
ESPN
right.
NFL 2K5.
So let us know whose games you like better. Wayne definitely beat me last week.
No.
And
I think it was the ballot box was stuffed by somebody.
With the charcuterie
They'll
boards.
remain nameless.
So,
but yeah, I wanted to give an honorable mention for the video games.
Go ahead. Let me hear it.
Coming up, the Phillies were really good in '93. Went to the World Series. I was like, I want a baseball game.
Okay.
And my dad got Hardball 3, I think it was. Or Hardball 2.
All right.
Al Michaels on the mic.
Okay.
But it didn't have any of the
players' names or jerseys.
Yeah, it was
just
all
plain.
Just plain.
Man.
He went in. This is so he worked with computers, and he knew how to get into the file system and how to change all of the names and all the logos.
Wow.
He went through, and at least for the Phillies and maybe some of the Braves and Mets, he went in and changed the names to the real names and redesigned the logos.
All right. Okay.
That was awesome.
You know what?
So I was actually playing a real game. I was playing the Phillies.
I want to give your dad 4 high fives.
It was awesome. We spent all day on it.
Oh my God!
And I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? I want to play. And then I come back and all the
players and the real
all
teams?
the players are there.
Nah,
and this wasn't like something he downloaded. It wasn't the internet.
No, there was no internet.
No. So he did this himself. He sat there and he looked around at the rosters and did this himself.
There was maybe
awesome.
A newspaper.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably what he used. He used box scores.
Oh my God, yo, that's
they used to for fantasy
Wayne,
football.
that's amazing. I salute your dad for that.
It was
for
awesome.
For real.
Yeah.
But so now that we made our picks, and are we wrapping up this show?
Yeah.
Episode number 5. I feel like we brought the content. We brought the energy this week.
Yeah.
And
even though we were moping around on Tuesday, we brought the energy today.
No moping around.
No
Go
moping.
Birds.
Yeah.
Birds win in New Orleans, and I'm not taking anything less. And you can feed the comments. Give me all the negative comments you want. If they lose, I'll eat crow. I'll send something to Wayne, and we'll split the pie.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Have a good evening. Go Birds.